I was the student who loved school. I got perfect attendance years in a row because I didn't want to be absent, but I also was the student or the teenager who wasn't, necessarily going to do what I was told to do. So my whole life, everybody said, you're going to be a teacher, you're going to be a teacher, you'll be a teacher one day. Of course, that's not the choice that I made when I left. So I decided after 7 years as a newspaper journalist, I went back to school and got my teaching certification and then started teaching. My first year I taught 6th grade social studies and English. And then after that, I've always taught 7th grade, 8th grade, and 10th grade English language arts and reading.
I know Miss Hayward because she is my 7th grade advanced ELIR teacher for my 4th period class. Just today we were learning about the different parts of the brain because we're going into an informational text unit and we're learning about the brain. And we made like this little model of like a hat for a brain and it was really fun. I think that she's a very good teacher and I think she deserves Teacher of the Year.
Miss Hayward is a teacher's teacher. We all benefit from having her on campus. She has a wealth of knowledge and experience, and she's so ready to share that with other teachers. So she takes other teachers under their wing and guides them. She has these amazing lessons that I'm sure you've seen now. And she's quick to share. She is just kind of the backbone of the school. She's going to be there for teachers, she's going to be there for administration, she's going to be here for their students.
I tell my students, I can't get paid enough to be a professional student. I can't make that kind of money as a teacher, being a student. So the next best thing to me, being a student, is being a teacher. I definitely want to leave with my students a love of learning, and I hope that they get that from me. I learn from them every day, not just them learning from me. My excitement for learning from them, about them, the topics that we're reading about. I share with them my own experiences when we do our poetry unit. I share with them the challenges that I had in school during learning to reading poetry. And then by the end of the unit, I had kids saying, this poem, I had a big football player walk out of my classroom one time and I'll never forget, the poem was legit. And he was talking about Annabelle Lee by Edgar Allan Poe.
I knew Miss Hayward from 7th grade. She was a real great teacher, kept people in line. She tried new things with new lessons, tried to get us engaged, like doing these different slideshows and stuff. I'll never forget her kindness.
I would describe Mrs. Hayward as a true lover of literature. My first memory of her was my first year teaching. I just left one career, gone into teaching, was absolutely petrified, as every first year teacher is, and went to meet her. She was the lead of our 7th grade English team. And the first thing she told me right off the bat was, whatever you need, I have it. Things to do with your kids, copies, anything, do not worry about it, because I want you to be able to focus on classroom management, making connections with your kids, making sure that your classroom feels comforting and inviting, because that's the most important thing before any of the other stuff.
They say that the attention span lasts about as long as their age. So I make sure that we don't spend too much time on one thing. And I tell the students, it's in my syllabus at the beginning of the year, every day we're going to read, we're going to write, we're going to speak. The kids are encouraged to listen to each other, take part in the conversation. Kids have different strengths, and so the kids who love to read and are good readers may not enjoy writing or may not enjoy speaking during the class discussions. So everybody gets a chance to showcase their strengths and weaknesses and hopefully be challenged a little bit.